I want to say all praises and honor to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Hashem Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to all our brothers and out there push the truth in all sincerity and in all honesty. You know, we basically from the James Jamaica camp. I'm out in Portland, Portland, and this evening, you know, we want to touch upon this thing that take place now in the media heavy. You know, Tamara Geddes, you know, sister basically, you know, pay man basically, you know, to come kill her, basically kill her sister. You know, and hey, we know that all these things have basically take place too, because, you know, keep a mention about these things that basically happen. You know, the hatred of people. Because I go back to even the curse. You know, a matter of fact, brother, before me if you can get the article, bring out Matthew. Bring out Matthew 24 from brother. I read verse 3.
Verse 3, on.
Yeah, go ahead, better trade it. Yeah, go on.
24 and 3.
Yeah, go on.
Alright, this is Matthew 24, verse 3.
Go on.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, his disciples came unto him privately, saying,
Go on.
Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming?
What shall be what? The sign of thy coming, the sign of the Lord, the Yahushai, and the man of people ignorantly call Jesus coming. Go on.
And of the end of the world.
And of what? The end of the world. The end of the age. Go on. So all these things now, we see, are happening right now. Is in a part of the sign, you know. So what? We reach the end of the world, we end of this wicked society. The end of the so-called white man kingdom. Jump to verse 12, brother.
Alright. Verse 12, we say, and because iniquity shall abound.
And because iniquity shall basically be abound. And the word abound basically means to multiply or increase. So because iniquity multiply, that is wicked society we live in right now. One.
The love of many shall wax cold.
The love of many shall wax cold. So seeing Tamara Geddes sister basically put out a hit on her own sister. You know, so these things are take place because we live in the time now, you know, when people really hate each other, yo. You know, a lot of them are pretend like them like you still and thing. You know, oh Jake, stay already. The hypocrite self, you know. But these things have basically show you, so we did that the last days, yo. Because we have hate now. You know, going back even to the 90s, you know, you have certain people that are sick or something to certain people in the 90s. Now, it's drop down or something happen to you. The first thing I'm going to call you basically video, yo.
Because everybody have a phone.
Everybody have a phone. A video, for sure. They're not help you. The video first, you know. So it's a show the mindset of people now, yo.
Everybody wants to put up on channel.
Can, yeah.
Make some money.
I'll take it as a joke.
Everything you have to create is about making money nowadays.
Gone. Gone.
Just so them are going to be lovers of themselves.
Gone.
See?
Get the article, brother.
It says, this article from the Luke Jamaica. It says, woman said to have paid 150,000 to have her sister killed. It says, as authorities intensify their probe into the case in which close family members of a Trelawny woman, Tamara Geddes, have been charged with her murder. Information is emerging that a sister of the now deceased woman reportedly paid a sum of 150,000 for the killing. See?
You kill your own sister.
Done.
I'm sure the mindset of people now, yo. You know, how people mindset they right now. One sister that basically kill, you know. Bring out the
Deuteronomy 28 verse 56.
One?
The tender and delicate woman among you.
I'm a matter of fact, brother. Read verse 1, then I jump to verse 15, then I jump to the point. Go on.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 1.
Go on.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments,
Go on.
which I command thee this day.
So if you hearken, if you listen to the voice of the Lord, you know, listen what we're supposed to do. Go on.
That the Lord thy God will set thee an eye above all nations.
So man put us above all nations if we hearken unto the voice.
verse 15.
Go on.
But it shall come to pass,
Go on.
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
Go on.
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So if you don't listen, all these curses will come upon us and overtake us here. Go on.
Back to verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot.
Because the tender and delicate woman among you, amongst our people, amongst the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, which are the true biblical Israelites today. Continue, brother.
Right? To set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eye shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom,
towards the husband of her bosom, go on.
And towards her son,
go on.
And towards her daughter, and towards a young one that cometh out from between her feet,
go on.
And towards her children which she had bear, for she shall eat them for want of all things secretly in the siege and straitness, wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gate.
So the reason why you have sister hating sister now, in this time that we're living in, and PL people physically kill them sister, because we gotta go back to the curse that Heavenly Father put upon us here. You see, we hate each other. You know, but then it was like this, yo. Now we live in a time where people actually hate each other, yo, to the highest level. Like, look at Jamaica. You know, look at Jamaica compared to a certain country. We have one of the highest crime rate, yo, in the world, yo. Show the hatred where basically people have for each other. You see, but Lord, what Lord do right now, the Lord basically deliver the elect, yo, and gather the elect. You know, the elect are basically come back and they're going in the right mind. They come out of this mindset of this world, yo, and come back to Yahweh Shemir Shai. That's what Heavenly Father do right now, and gather the elect, yo. What?
Scripture says, Lord, say, all them strict them, they revolt more and more, man. See? All Lord will punish them for all them wickedness, man. The Lord kill them, do all kind of different things to them daily, man. But them still continue in them wickedness, man. Some of our people just now got change. See? It says, hey, so, you know, as Scripture says, let the multitude perish then, that we're born in vain, man.
So this is what take place now. You know, sister kill sister. It's been happening over the years. It's been happening over the years. You have sister kill sister, brother kill brother, even son kill father. All these things we've been hearing about. But I get worse and worse as the day go by, or as the year go by, things get worse and worse.
Hey, if you see, you know, a person will put out $150,000 hit on them one, eh? Yeah. A person will put out $150,000 hit on their own system, and they must know that that person must have a real evil eye towards them own family, man. See? You will want your family dead, so.
Hey, Jake does wicked, though. I'm not going to get rid of majority of people because I said the mind not right, yo. The mind is not right. Give me sit down, brother. Give me Jeremiah 50. Hold on. Now I go to the morning article. I'm going to the scripture. Jeremiah 50, 13 and 1. Yeah, 15 and 1. That's 15 and 1 more.
Jeremiah 15 verse 1 says, Then said the Lord unto me, Though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward his people.
So if I said, though Moses and Samuel stood before me. So Moses basically, Lord Yahweh give the laws to Moses, basically give to the Israelites, give to us. You know, and Samuel basically represent the prophets. So Lord said, though Moses, you know, and Samuel stood before him, yet his mind could not be towards our people, because people are seed of evil doers. Go on.
Says, cast them out of my sight.
Cast them out of my sight. Say, Heavenly Father, going to get a lot of our people. 2/3 to the exact of our people. Go on.
And let them go forth.
Go on.
And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, Whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, Thus saith the Lord.
Thus saith who? The Lord. Go on.
Such as for death to death, and such as for the sword to the sword.
And such as for the sword to the sword.
and such as for the famine to the famine.
And we're approaching the time now, you know, when famine is going to take place. You know, we've been seeing a lot of articles, a lot of news coming out about, you know, shortage of food. You know, worldwide, it's going to take place here.
Worldwide, they have locusts.
Gone. They have locusts now coming up.
Decimating crops all over Asia, Africa. Yeah.
So all these things the Heavenly Father are going to use to punish. Gone. So all these things the Heavenly Father are going to use to basically punish our people for them wickedness here. Along with all these hidden nations. Go on.
And such as for the captivity to the captivity.
Go on. Go on, brother, an article.
It says 21-year-old Shanice Ruddock and a teenager, all of reserve district Chilani.
Go on.
The police said they were charged after thorough investigation led to the arrest beginning on Tuesday, July 14th. It says reports are that one of the accused was taken into custody by the Westmoreland police on July 15th, and she reportedly gave a caution statement to the police on July 16th, in which she admitted to having collected $150,000 from Nadine Geddes, which she said she used to hire a gunman to kill Tamara Geddes. See? One sister give the next sister the money to get a gunman, kill the next sister.
I believe a man and a woman, as I'm sitting there bring it out. Say a family, I think a family give the money to one family and must line up a gunman. The gunman basically did it. So, after these things been happening out here in Jamaica, you know, might not come out, you know, up to the opening and say these things that take place. There's the people, you know, get murdered and they can't find, you know, certain evidence or certain, you know. A lot of these things been taking place here. We didn't even know about. You see, but as I mentioned earlier, we live in the time now when the Lord Yahweh Shemir Shai going to get rid of 2/3 of people. You know? Get rid of 2/3 of people altogether. And they're going to born back into the kingdom and the right mind. No? Because they're not going to basically receive his truth on this side. They might continue basically be wicked until, you know, the society get destroyed.
Just they are hypocrites, man.
Seed of evil doers.
They're a bunch of hypocrites, man. A lot of them. Because guess what? Even with this whole Black Lives Matter thing, when you see as trend to them, they might jump on the bandwagon, yeah, and then in return, they might murder them own every day, man.
Say Black Lives Matter.
I say Black Lives Matter, man. Which yeah, fuck that Black Life thing, man.
We ain't no black people, man.
This is Isaiah 1:4 says, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity.
Talking about you so-called niggers, Latinos and Native American Indians. Start a verse 3 with
So Isaiah 1:3 says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
And?
But Israel doth not know.
But Israel do it not know. You so-called niggers, Latinos, you know, Native American Indian do it not know. What do you not know? One?
My people doth not consider.
Do not consider. One?
A sinful nation.
A sinful nation. One?
A people laden with iniquity.
A people laden with iniquity.
A seed of evildoers.
A seed of evildoers. The scripture says in Jeremiah 4:22, they are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. So if you do all different type of wickedness, you see me, all people know if you do that, you see me, good at it, you, but basically know the ways of Yahweh Shemir Shai try to learn the ways of the Heavenly Father. You see, they don't want to know. You see, the way of the Heavenly Father right now become a burden to 2/3 people. You see, because in this society, wickedness is easy to do. You know, trending thing, you know. You know, people basically proud, basically being wicked, yo. So people love basically wickedness, yo. So if you try it, you know, walk the right walk, you see, that's a very hard thing to do. So a lot of man get rid of 2/3 people altogether.
God.
What?
Says, children that are corrupters.
Children that are corrupters, go on.
They have forsaken the Lord.
They are what? Forsaken the Lord. How people forsake the ways of the Heavenly Father. Go on.
They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger.
Say provoking the Heavenly Father to anger. Name 1 and 3. Say, the Lord is slow to anger, you know, and great in power, and will not at all equip the wicked. You know?
They are gone away backward.
Oh God, a backward people. And the worst mindset to people who basically being, you know, right now, from Genesis. The worst state of people right now. Go back up over the degenerate plan. From the verse that I want. Restore Genesis as before. Restore 25. Verse 25. Verse 25. Same place.
Isaiah 1 and 26 says, and I will restore the judges.
Chapter 25.
That's chapter 25.
Yeah.
Says Isaiah 1 and 25 says, and I will turn my hand upon thee and purely purge away thy dross.
So if I say I'm going to turn your hand upon thee, I'm going to purely purge away thy dross. Get rid of 2/3 of people altogether. Keep on saying, let the multitude that was born in vain perish. So that our people born in vain. They might waste of breath. Go on.
And take away all thy sin.
Go on.
And I will restore thy judges
and
as at the first.
So the Lord said, I'm going to restore him judges as at the first. Yeah. Go on.
And thy counselors as at the beginning.
And the counselors as at the beginning. Go on.
Afterward,
afterward. So when all these things take place, afterward, go on.
Thou shalt be called the city of righteousness.
Thou shalt be called the city of righteousness. Yo.
The faithful city.
God, exactly. So Lord, I get rid of 2/3 of people, you know, and the 2/3 of people would be put to death on this side. They're going to go back into the kingdom of the right mind and grow up the right way. Because people say we're going to have the laws written in our inward part, we're going to have the laws in our mind. So we're going to basically be a righteous nation of the kingdom to come here. You see, but on this side, a lot of get rid of 2/3 of people. Because if never, ever, you know, come to this truth on this side here. So with that, I say all praises and honor to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Stone. Shalom to all our brothers and out there push the truth in our sincerity and in our honesty. Shalom.